I'd like to call to order the April 20th, 2015 City Commission meeting. And our first order of business is the administration of oath to our newly elected officials.
Face me. Okay. I'm going to turn this so everybody can hear both of us. Okay. All right, if you will raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Greg Lewis,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties of Commissioner
the duties of Commissioner
of the City of El Dorado,
of the
Kansas.
City of El Dorado, Kansas.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Stand. If you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. You don't have. You can. I state your name.
I, Kendra Wilkinson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties of Commissioner
the duties of Commissioner
of the City of El Dorado, Kansas.
of the City of El Dorado, Kansas.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. All right, if you will repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Vince Haynes,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties of Mayor
the duties of Mayor
of the City of El Dorado, Kansas.
of the City of El Dorado, Kansas.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
It's all yours. It's all mine. Where are we in the agenda?
Over, I think, public comment.
Okay, well, I would like to open by saying thanks. We said some thanks, and thanks to everybody for their support as we move forward, and we look forward to, as a commission, working for the city of El Dorado and its citizens, and we will proceed with the agenda as it's presented in front of us. The next thing on our agenda, item number 5, is public comments. Is anybody from the audience who would like to address the commission? Being none, we'll close public comment. Item number 6, fire truck lease agreement.
Mr. Mayor and Commissioners, at the April 6th City Commission meeting, a bid was accepted from Pierce for the aerial fire truck. The bid was $1,151,551.93. The City Commission requested that staff bid a lease on the truck, as well as look into bond financing. Those bids were received in the city clerk's office on April 16th, 2015. We've provided a bid tabulation in your packet. We received 4 bids from Commerce, Community National, Intrust, and U.S. Bank. Intrust came in lowest and best for a total of $1,288,642.80. I will stand for questions.
Everybody's had a chance to review the packet of information on the lease agreement. Any questions from the commission?
It's pretty standard.
We, if this is approved this evening, we will bring a resolution at the next meeting for a signature before the money is transferred to Pierce so they can begin construction.
I have one question. It talks about taking possession of the equipment. Is there What kind of process for taking possession of the equipment is there? Is there a training before you take possession, or how do we?
Oh, absolutely, that'll be part of the taking of possession.
Okay.
There would be a training process that would be part of the acquisition of the piece of equipment.
Okay. Something that you've got more than, you got a crew that's going to go up to do that and then take.
We'll take 2 site visits to make sure that, that it starts out right and it finishes right.
Perfect. Thank you. I don't have any other questions. I'd entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve staff recommendation.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Motion carries.
You'll just state the number after you say motion's carried.
State the number 5 to 0. Thank you. Motion carries 5-0. Next on our agenda is new business discussion items. This is a chance for the city commission to share any opening or share any new thoughts that are not on our current agenda. Anybody have something they would like to bring up in new business?
I'll go real quickly. I don't have any official new business, but I just want to kind of piggyback on the previous commission and the new commission. A big thanks again to Nick and Bill and Mayor Fag, and then a big thank you to the 3 of you. This isn't always the easiest gig, but it's something that's very important, and I know I've learned a lot in my first years, and I look forward to serving the next 2 with you guys. And so thank you to the folks that just left the room not too long ago, and a thank you to you guys for willing to throw your name in the game, because it'll be an interesting ride. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, thank you.
That was actually a scary thought, an interesting ride. But I am very grateful to be up here. I plan on doing an awesome job, and I think it's going to be extremely interesting. And of course, I will look forward to telephone calls and emails with positive comments, statements, suggestions, ideas, et cetera, and so on. Thank you.
How that works out for you.
Okay.
I ditto what they say, and I just want to thank the people of El Dorado for trusting me and voting me in.
All right.
I might throw in, if you don't mind, Kendra, this is kind of yours, but I might kind of bring it up so we have one official piece of new business to consider. But we were talking before the meeting about possibly, we've talked before about the stoplight on Denver. And I know when we had revisited that, or I guess when we visited that, originally it was kind of, the conversation was with the intention that that middle school facility might become housing. And I guess as we get closer, I don't know where USD 490 is with that property, but knowing maybe what the fate is, it would be interesting to see what our options are and maybe revisit that and figure out if that's even needed any longer. So just something for you to consider, Scott, or I guess.
Yeah, maybe to update y'all a little bit on that. The rationale behind the signal still operating in its present state is number one, to give a pedestrian crossing, a signalized pedestrian crossing across Central, because there's a long stretch in there between Summit and Gordy, and that's the only signalized intersection between those two. And then second, maybe a little less important, it does calm traffic a little bit by occasionally stopping the traffic on Central. It gives a little relief to the side streets to allow turning movements onto Central when it is busy. So that's kind of been the rationale for why it's still functioning as it is today. But
Would it require all new equipment if you were to make it just that kind of yield deal? If someone was crossing where they hit the button and.
I think preference would be if we got rid of it, just to get rid of it with the speed and the volume of traffic on Central, just making that a pedestrian activated signal. tends to give a sense of relief to the pedestrians, and
And
it's not a
always there.
regular, it's not a regular occurrence like a stoplight is, and people tend to not remember it's there when it's flashing yellow and just drive on through. So yeah, some we can definitely look into and bring to y'all some further information. We have some background on it.
Right now, it's not functioning.
That's what I heard today. I got a call later this afternoon, so
Okay.
I know we'll find something out on that from Public Works.
Well, coming down to the meeting, I had 4 people in front of me run the red light.
Okay.
I, however, put my right turn signal on and turned right. Although the gentleman behind me didn't, he just ran it also. So it turning green, going north and south takes forever.
Okay. They will take a look at that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Okay, anything else? I guess the new business that I would like to address is that we are going to reschedule a work session. Is that something we can talk about at this point?
Yes, we had a work session originally scheduled for this Wednesday, the 22nd at 4 p.m. Because of the funeral arrangements for Herb's mother, and several of us were going to support him. We were going to ask if we could reschedule that meeting. We plan to review the advisory board appointments and the CIP at that meeting. If you would all be willing, we could reschedule that for next Wednesday, the 29th, still at 4 p.m.
Is that what all this is?
Yes, that's the CIP. You'll be receiving the information on the advisory boards tomorrow morning, probably.
Okay. 29th work for everybody?
Works for me.
Fine for me.
Okay.
Okay?
Just plan on rescheduling it for the 29th, April 29th at 4. Thank you. Any new business? Moving on to the next agenda item then is the city manager's report, absent Herb. Susie, did you have,
The only thing I
Some comments?
had was the work session being rescheduled, so y'all have covered that.
You can do it again.
we're still good for the 29th?
Quickly, but while you're all with us, the advisory board appointments, when you receive those tomorrow, make sure you look through those. There are several appointments that are made by each seat individually, and those do not require applications. You ask the person and then appoint them. So the 3 of you that are new will have to appoint people to a couple boards. And so if you have any questions, please call us and let us know before the 29th.
And there's also some at large, too.
Yes, there are some at large, and we've received some applications for those, and those will be forwarded to you tomorrow.
Great.
Okay. And that sheet's pretty clear on, On that.
We're working to make it that way.
Okay.
Hopefully, if it does not appear clear when you receive it tomorrow, please call
We
us. and
insist on simple.
We'll work on it.
that works every time. Okay.
And also keep in mind that several of you will be asked to serve on those boards as well, so.
Okay.
You already do.
Great. I think we've reached the end of our agenda tonight. It's a short and sweet meeting. Thanks to everybody in the audience who came, and thanks for joining in the reception for Mike and Dave and Bill. With that, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourning 5-0. Thank you.